My name is Faiza Salima. Many people know me as Faiza Fabz. That has become my brand name. And I am a TV host, I am a radio host, and also an events host. I am a baker, I am a reader, I am quite a number of things. My background in media, one, I went to KIU where I did my journalism degree. And after that, I went on to trying different TV stations, different radio stations, and oftentimes I would volunteer at these spaces just for them basically to give me an opportunity to work, but also an opportunity to learn. That's how I sort of landed both into TV and both onto radio. Yeah. When it comes to print media, I haven't done much in that area. I have written a few stories on succession in the country, but let's just say the other things that I do have really, really sucked me up and kept me busy. That leads us to where we are today. As a woman in media, or as a girl in media, I can't say it's the easiest thing. I know many people tend to make it out as like it's easy or it's smooth sailing, but it has never been and probably will not be for a long time for many other women that want to get into media. The idea that it is easy, the idea that you'll be favored, the idea that you will not have to work twice as hard is a myth. You're going to have to put in effort, you're going to have to do all that you can to also get recognized, but also get to grow your skill set and ultimately have your brand out there. So personally for me, it wasn't easy. I was simply lucky that I got mentored by the right people, and the right people spoke to me, and the right people opened up doors and opportunities for me. And when I entered into those doors, it was upon me to do the work that was required to get me to where I am today. So it doesn't matter how many people help, it doesn't matter how many doors are open for you. At the end of the day, you have to do the work to make sure you stay in those spaces, but also grow in them and thrive as well. So it wasn't easy, to be honest, but here we are. I always loved reading. I'd really always loved reading. I'd always loved writing. In high school, I used to write a lot of short stories. I used to read a lot. I was your typical literature student, typical literature club student as well. So really reading, storytelling has always been part of my life. It's something that I loved. It was a great way to express myself while I was young and also as I've grown up right now. So it more or less led me to the career that I chose. And I know that at the start, there were so many things. Everyone, when you get into school, you're like, oh, I want to be a lawyer, oh, I want to be a doctor. And those are the things you want to do. But there's a beauty in discovering something that actually is your calling, and it's something that you find so much passion in doing. And for me, that was it. Having to create platforms, be on platforms where I get to talk to people, share with people, and basically create a community. For me, I was so passionate about that. Storytelling, I was so passionate about that, and one thing led to me loving it, and ultimately me picking journalism as a course at campus.